So I was trying to type up a guided meditation and realized that that might not be the most effective way for me to communicate it and for you to experience it. So, we're going to try this with a camera. I'm actually going to cover the camera during the meditation, since my editing skills are still lacking. And that way I'm not focusing on my picture in the camera and you're not focusing on watching the ever-intriguing me. And together we can kind of take this journey. And you'll be free to close your eyes or do whatever helps you get into a meditative space. Light a candle. Some people focus visually better by focusing on that flame fluttering, or when I meditate outside sometimes it's harder for me to focus with my eyes closed than it is to watch what's around me. But with a guided meditation it's a little different. Play with this, do it your way. I'm gonna listen. Here we go. So, find your focus object or close your eyes. And we're going to take some deep breaths. And I like to say that my goal in meditation, if you haven't meditated before, I think it's easy to get caught up in, I'm supposed to make my mind free, I'm supposed to let go of all other thoughts, nothing can cross my mind right now, I'm working to not be thinking anything. If you've ever tried that as a child, that doesn't work. It doesn't work any better as an adult. So when other thoughts come to mind, we're just going to see them. See that thought and then let it pass. It's just a thought. It's your brain firing. It's okay. Let it be. So we're taking deep breaths. I want you to try inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, getting in a comfortable position, whatever that means for you at this stage in your pregnancy. Don't stress over your breath. The whole point is to quiet yourself. So focusing on your breath helps you to do that by all means. If you feel that you're fighting with breath, that you're fighting to inhale a certain way and exhale a certain way, just let it be. What we want to do now is take a moment to separate from outside physical space and to consciously go to a place that we're all in to some extent for an entire pregnancy. And sometimes I feel like we're vying between, I have to be present in this outside world. Food needs to be made, I have things to do, I have to go to work, I have to get out of bed and go pee. And this inside space that we all are in that we can't separate from. And when those two are fighting, it's exhausting. So this is just a moment to let go of the outside. And we're going to go inside. And I just want you to bring your attention down to your belly. We're not going to do anything spooky or difficult. There's no striving in this at all, I guess, is what I'm trying to say in a lot of different ways. And I want you to just feel that weight in your belly. To feel the heaviness, the tightness, the fullness, the roundness. However big or small. Whatever words you use to encompass that. To just sit and feel it and let that feeling settle into you. And then to feel your babe or your babies. To feel the weight of your child. If you've had a practitioner tell you what position your baby is in, Some of us find it helpful to picture that child in that position. Otherwise, it's perfectly okay to just feel the sense of the baby. You're meeting your child in this place. What we're going to do is we feel the tightness and the roundness of your womb, of your uterus. So I want you to find the placenta, the place that baby meets you, that place that you're the closest physically, and touch that inside of you, where your blood is passing your baby's blood so closely that oxygen and nutrients pass from you into your baby's blood. You see that healthy, vibrant placenta. I see it like the top of a tree. Like a Dr. Seuss tree that's like a cloud coming down over the baby. Arching over the baby. And I just want you to see that deep redness, the life there. And then, if we can, I'd like you to go ahead and trace that umbilical cord down to your baby's tummy, where all those good things from you are going right into your baby. And I want you to see their tummy, the outside of their stomach. I want you to see their skin. Feel free to touch them. It's okay. To trace their tight little belly, the transparency of their skin, the softness, the warmth. It's warm there inside you. Free if you would like, if you feel comfortable touching or breathing on your baby. Trace the back of your finger up their chest, up under their chin, and I would love for you to see your baby's face. And tell your baby that all is well. I'd love for you to see your baby's features, the closed eyes, depending on your gestational time. If you'd like to wait and see if your baby opens their eyes and looks at you, you can look at that nose that we're all waiting to see. Look at their lips. If you want to cradle their head, breathing this whole time, all is well. All is good. All is good. You can move your hand down from cradling your baby's head and feel their tight little back. Their bones are being knitted together. All their nervous system anchoring into that spinal cord. Everything coming together just as it should be. Their little bum resting on your arm as you hold them. In your mind, just as you hold them in your uterus all day, every day. They're right there with you, and you're with them. All is well. Trace out their little shoulder blades into their arms. So scrawny. And maybe beginning to chub out as your baby prepares and gets closer to birth. Those little arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, and then those tiny fists. Can you slip your finger inside them? Inside that fist? And hold your baby's hand. All is well. Back down to their legs. Their little legs. So stubby and growing and stretching and pushing. The discomfort you feel and the amazingness of feeling them move inside you. And the pain of feeling them push against you. Trace those little legs. All is well. And this is something you can come back to as you're laying in bed at night, at any time. You're here in the dark with your little child. And I promise you that your babe can feel you. And all is well. And you can stay here with your baby as long as you want to, as long as you're comfortable. And you can listen, and you can let those thoughts, whatever they might be, come and go. And any concerns you have, and things that you've been playing with in your brain, and things that you haven't acknowledged in your mind yet. And just feel and explore. This is your baby. This is the other being, the other person in this pregnancy. And all is well. And you can see that your baby is growing beautifully, that your body is sustaining them. And that in this safe and dark and quiet place, all is well. And then when you're ready, we're going to let go of your baby's hand. We're going to touch his nose again. We're going to say, I'm right here, baby. Mama's all around you. Birth is coming. Life is coming. Right now, everything is as it should be. And then when you're ready, lift your finger from your baby's nose and back away. And feel the tightness of your uterus, the fullness, the roundness. Your stomach stretched over that, housing all that goodness, dropping our shoulders down, relaxing. All is well. Drop your chin down. If you've tensed up your back at all. We're going to become conscious of our breath again. Inhaling, exhaling. With our eyes shut, we're still focused on that object. We're going to picture the room around us, carrying that stillness with us. We know the space that we're physically in at this moment. And when we're ready, we're going to open our eyes and see that space again. Inhale and exhale. All is well.